Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Space Engineers 2. I think I'm about done with this series. Tired of the crashing and just the weirdness. It finally loaded. Sometimes it just doesn't load and you have to kill it through Steam. And it's just kind of a mess, as you expect from a vertical slice of an alpha. But anyway, I've made a trip by spacesuit over to the base 1, as I'm calling it. And I brought back this ship full of stuff. There's a little bit of stuff left over there, so I'm going to take this ship back, grab the rest of it, come back, and then hopefully by then it'll be daylight. And we're going to work on the hab. You can see I've got a little bit of a start to it there. So let me get that done, and we'll rejoin in the daylight. Oh yeah, I added another wind turbine and some solar panels for power. I got a little baby rover. We'll cover all that in the daylight. See you in a bit. Well, we got a nice sunrise here as I'm heading over to the old base. So I thought I'd bring y'all back in. It only takes a few minutes. I had this thing fully loaded on the first trip. And I almost crashed. It had just enough vertical thrust. So I've actually added a pair of the little guys pointing down as well to help with that. There's a couple outposts too on the way. If I'm not completely full on the way back, I might stop at some outposts. But anyway, we're coming in here on final approach to the old base. We can slow down in a hurry. No worries there. A little bit of wind. Alright, if I get down here close. Park? Ta-da! Oops. Apparently it doesn't know I need my suit thrusters on. So yeah, we're back here at the old base. Went and left the survival kit here just in case. Let's open this up, and then if we go to... Yeah, I've named my little ship Scout. We can bring stuff over. So let's get the 37 ton. Yeah, we're gonna... Let's get the lead, the uranium. We have a little bit of chromium from bases, looks like. Some titanium. And then let's get... We can always mine iron, but it'd be nice to have some of this stuff. We get the copper, the gold, the rest of the silicon. And let's get some cobalt, and then that's full. The connector holds just as much as the cargo, strangely enough. So we're going to throw that in there. We'll get the magnesium, and then... all that we can hold. We can hold another 400 kilograms in there. Then I can hold some. Let's hide. Empty. There we go. So we have everything there. I think I'm also going to tear down the assembler. And I can use that to finish up the one at the other base. Or did I get it finished? I can't remember now. Well, I'll leave it there just in case we ever need to come back here and build stuff. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We've got the battery there. It should be fully charged. Oh, nearly. It's charging up my ship right now. Yeah, we'll just kind of leave this guy here. We're looking on the batteries on this guy. It says nearly full. Is that correct? I know making it back last time I had like 30-40% left. So it takes a lot more power, you know, now that we're fully loaded. And I'm really hoping we can actually fly. That is a lot of stuff I just added here. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Uh-oh. Yeah, literally, here goes nothing. I can't fly up. Although, it doesn't act like... I don't have control of anything. What's going on here? My event controller get messed up? Let's take a quick look at that. Event controller for docking. Set mode to fill, enable to false, and turn the lights off, yeah. Then when it's not connected, auto, enabled, to true. Yeah. We've got some thrusters here that aren't in the group, which is fine. There we go. I don't know what happened there, but it's working now. Let's get out away from the base a little ways. So we don't hit anything. And then we need to head for base 2, which is a mere 65 kilometers away. So I'm going to turn off my front thrusters. The ship's behaving strangely. I had to let go and then hit W again before it'd go forward. Weird. Well, wish me luck, and I'll see you back over at base 2. Hopefully. It's kind of looking like we're going to have some trouble accelerating. We're getting there. Off we go. See you in a bit, hopefully. Alright, I'm 14 kilometers out. Question always is, when do you start decelerating? So at 10 kilometers, I'm going to kick the front thrusters back on and see how quickly we slow down. Okay, that's not bad. I'm not sure where my front lights went. I think at some point I had a drill on here and I took the front lights off. I think that's where they went. Alright, let's get slowed down to about 500 kilometers an hour. Ish. A little higher. It's a little tricky because it's dark. Got plenty of battery though, so that's good. Alrighty, let's get slowed way down. And we can ease on over to the docking collar. Go down very slowly because we're super duper heavy. I'm going to switch to outside view. Just going to ease down. So I have to just kind of tap C. You can see it takes a little bit to recover. Up there, and then we're in parking range, but I want to get pretty close, as heavy as we are, before I hit the parking. All right, and park. Ta-da! Well, that was easy. For some reason, you can't open your inventory when you're in the ship and docked. Maybe because I turned the batteries off? I'm not sure. If I hop outside the ship, then we're fine. Alright, first of all, let's go to here, and then... Say what now? No, I want to connect to the base. There's a lot of bugs with this. Grid, scout. Okay. Alright, character. So I have iron in this cargo container, so let's put that in there. Then we're going to go to scouts. And then we're going to put the stuff in here. I like to keep it sorted, but the game doesn't always keep it sorted. There we go. Wow, we got almost a full cargo container now of stuff. Neat. Now, this. Here we go. So I need some stuff on this for when we are working on the hab. So I'm gonna grab some of that. We'll grab those. We'll see how we get along. But I'm going to wait till daytime so you guys can actually see what we're doing. But while we're waiting, let me just cover real quick. I did build this little tiny rover just for kind of exploring around the base. Maybe going and getting some materials. And or I've ground down everything up there except the landing pad. I was going to build a grinder ship and I didn't have the right parts. So I haven't done that yet. I might convert that into a grinder ship. I'm not sure. I might build a bigger ship. I don't know. Anyway, I ground down the old ship like we were doing in the last episode. So I made this little tiny rover. It's a cockpit, a cargo container, and a connector. And I've got 4 of these little batteries, ore detector, and an event controller for docking. And that's it. And some lights. Very, very basic. It works pretty well for just buzzing around. So we may be using that. Like I said, I did make another wind turbine. Something that's confusing with the wind turbines is I had these truss blocks across there trying to figure out how far apart they needed to be. And then I got them so they were 0 problems. It's always confusing because it's got multiple grids on here. Wind turbine. So I had it 0 out of 8, directions blocked. But then the original one now says it's blocked, but there's nothing blocking it. I don't know. It's an alpha. There's a lot of bugs and problems. Oh, so I didn't have this guy finished. What did I need to finish you? 4 more gold thread. Okay. I don't think I have any of that, but I brought some gold back. But I think I need... Oh, I can make it with this guy. Alright, cool. So let's finish up our assembler. There we go. Oops, backed right off there. I need some safety rails. So that's another thing I ran into is like grids get separated sometimes. I had a heck of a time getting this hooked up to the conveyor. It's just buggy. You know, like I said, it's an alpha. Anyway, we got those 2. The sun's actually coming up. That's cool. In that case, let me take a quick buzz up here. And turn that off. So the only thing left up here is the landing pad. Got everything else ground down. It's all gone. So what I'd like to do is build a grinding ship to grind up the rest of that, but I don't know if I will get around to that. Because I may just give this game a break until it's a little less buggy. Alright, sun's coming up. We're going to get to work on the hab. So I'm going to turn these guys off. Don't need those anymore. So the idea is we come in here and we have our survival kit, and then we have like a bedroom office area, and then I'm going to have like maybe a science research area over here just with some decoration. Problem is we don't have many decorative pieces, but I did want some windows in here. So I made the windows up top, and I made a window there. I think I want a window here. Let's change this to a window. Hello? There we go. So to do, wait, I'm not sure I can do that actually. I don't think you can put the, so I don't think there'll be room there now. Yeah, you can't do that. You have to use the corner piece. All right. Never mind. Put you back. Maybe. There we go. I can make this other one here a window. So we have these pieces now with the cutout. And then you can either put like decorative wall panels and stuff in there, or you can do windows. For this one, I'm going to do window. And is that... Yeah, you can use these. Is that different from the other one? So if I go to this guy... we can do events, do window. Is that looks the same? I think that's the same thing. Wall insert window. They have the conveyor piece, panel, pipes. So you can do various things just for decoration, which is nice. We'll do some of that on the other house, with the other room. I wanted some light in here, so kind of went for this. It was a little tricky because the pieces don't line up. So there's no piece that will go like in between that. So it has to have this corner piece. We just need more building options. So I had this dead space here. I put some barrels. These you can store stuff in if you want to. You can put a ton of stuff in that little guy. We got a survival kit. We'll make some more decoration around here. But we need to figure out how we're going to do the roof. I'm not sure how we're going to do that yet. But let's get some more panels in here. I'm going to have each one of these to be a panel. Then you to be like that. Always rotates the opposite direction I'm expecting. And then you just take steel plates and construction components. Pretty cheap. And I wanted to make this look like some kind of like research area. So then I think I'll have a window here. And then the others, we're going to use those wall pieces. Yeah, we'll have that facing out. Is that right side up? No. There we go. I think that's right setup. There we go. There we go. High voltage power supply. I am out of steel plate, apparently. Problem solved. Caution, caution, you look like you're right setup. All right, cool. Then we can do something with the roof. The roof's a little tricky. Use this on the top just to make the window stuff work better. Oh, that's not right. So what I've been doing is this, and then we can just fill this in with detail blocks because there's no piece to fit in there. Maybe I just haven't found the right parts, but it seems like it's hard to make things line up. Everything is the same size. So when you have a corner, you can't have a piece that fits here and has like one block short. I don't know. Maybe I've missed something. You all can let me know in the comments. So this is the way I've been doing it. Oh, you're wrong side up. There we go. You can use the black part as decoration. But again, it's like it has that, and then this is all the way through. So you can do two of these and it looks right, but if you do more than two, it doesn't look right. You just need more options. Maybe I'm missing something. Here we go. We got this vent on the outside, makes it look like it's doing something. Could probably make this a window, so it's not so closed off. So let's do that. There we go. Then we can fill this up with something. Now the hard part is going to be the roof here because, yeah, it's going to be convoluted. To get that all set, I thought about just the deck plating. That might be a little too boring. Oops. They're gonna be too low. It's not bad. We could put some lights on it, maybe. Maybe I should go up one, though. But again, we don't have all the right parts to do this. We definitely need some lights in here to make it look not quite so foreboding. I don't think we can do that. We'll have to figure something out. Do it on steel plate. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. It shows you how much you have remaining over on the right when you're welding. I just noticed that like yesterday. Sometimes I'm oblivious. We might be getting a little low on steel plate. Yeah, we got two, but let's go get, let's just make another 100. We can always use that. I had a bunch from grinding down that base, so I really haven't had to make too much. Well, that actually is a full piece, so we could do that. So that does work. And we'll put something up on top here just to make it look a little less plain. Steel plate. Thank you. Could do that, and then it's like a kind of a porch thing. Come on. Well, it's so picky with the welding distance. Okay, then is it over here where it's, yeah, over here it's less than a full, because I had to bring this in. So I'm not 100% sure how to do that. We don't have like variations of this at all. Did that's a little too low. Do that's a little too high. I could do something like that, but I don't like it. So yeah, I'm not sure what my options are there. Let's take a look in. Structural, yeah, all we really have is these deck panels. So I may just have to do the rest in... we got these flat walls. Let's try that. I think that's over here on here. That would get us partway there. So annoying. You don't want to attach there, huh? There we go. So I could do that and then fill the rest in with these guys. It's just butt ugly, but it does work. So in the current incarnation with the parts we have, you kind of have to design your base around the limitations of the parts. And I didn't necessarily do that. I just went with full deck plates. I need to go look and see closer at what Q-Tatron did for his base. He's an excellent builder. If you haven't watched any of his Space Engineer stuff, go give it a look. He's also got some good Star Citizen on his other channel. Q-Tatron, I'm pretty sure it's Q-T-A-T-R-O-N, Q-Tatron. Look him up on YouTube. So, I mean, I'm not going to say I'm happy with this, but it's something. So then for some visual interest, what can we do up here? We have a few decor parts. So we could make something that looks like maybe some kind of, you know, aircon unit or something. So if we did something like that, and then we came over here and did something like that, we could have a box. What have we got for boxes? Not much. We do have these barrels. They're not very big though. I've seen in the outposts and things, they use these tables a lot. For like decoration, so we could try something like that. I don't know what this is supposed to be. It's just something. And then of course there's a lot of coloring we could do. I've done a little bit of that inside. So, you know, just something to break it up. And of course we could do an antenna. Do I have an antenna anywhere? I don't think I do. We'll definitely put a solar panel down though. That would make sense. So I need a bunch of glass and electronic parts for that. Clunk. Let's go get a recharge. We're just about there. Need some lighting in here, but glass. Do I have any more glass? I'm out of glass. I've got electronic components. We need some glass. I don't remember how many I needed. We'll make 47. We'll see how we get along. Takes what, 27 per? So that was about right. There we go. Got some extra power. Might take those down. They look kind of silly. All right, what color do I want my hab to be? I want it to be... I think I want the main color to be a white. So let's do all this. That for the floor. It's hard to tell I even painted in here. Because we need some light. Blinded by the light. Let's put a light right here in the middle. Is that the middle? We do middle? How bright are you? You're pretty bright. That's a good start. Got those there. Let's put another one across here. And of course, during the day, we get all this nice natural sunlight. Construction components. Construction. We always need these guys. Beautiful. Oh yeah, I was going to put an antenna somewhere on this. It would make sense to have an antenna over here, like we had some kind of like comms room or something. Here, let's make it here. Actually, what size? Alright, so let's do you, and then what size is the antenna? I don't know that I have antenna on here anywhere. Antenna, we have one of those. You have different sizes? Oh, you're just the right size. Yeah, we'll use the little guy. Alright, so let's go up 2. And then we're gonna have the antenna on top. I have an idea in mind. You take steel tube and electronic parts. Alright. Oh, one cool thing in SE2 you can do is, like, right underneath here is just a T-junction. And then you can put one of these, I think it's called a wall insert conveyor. And then you have conveyor access. You have storage access. So that's pretty cool. Grab some steel tubes. We have the electronic parts. Here we go. Now we have an antenna. Grid. I need to rename this. I think I can do that from any control panel, maybe? Control panel. Grid. This is base. There we go. Base. Now we have an antenna. So let's make this decor a little bit better. I wanted to try out some of the detail cube options. So let's do that, and that. Let's give this some visual interest. A lot of the parts need adjustment. Like to make one of these handrails, it takes like over 200 pounds of iron. It's kind of silly. All in due time. All right, then we want this guy. Yeah, I think I'll do my original plan of this. Like that, and then we'll come back with this guy. Put you there. Still not used to the rotation on this for some reason. Apparently I was too close. So I do like the detail blocks. You can really make some neat looking stuff. A lot more intricate design. So guys like, you know, Splitsy and Qtatron and Engineered Coffee. All the, you know, good builders, they'll be doing some cool stuff. Oops. A little too jumpy. Yeah, man. That, and then if I select the slightly less bright white for the roof, just so it's a little bit different, we can start doing some interesting things. I don't like the way this roof came together over here, but it is what it is. I need to kind of... You know, paint all. Probably don't want to do that. There's a lot of stuff I don't want to paint this color. So we'll just buzz around here. Oh, we don't have any merge blocks. I noticed that when I was running into the grid issues. We need some way to merge grids. All right, what color do we want you? We want you to be kind of a dark color on these guys. And then I don't know what these are. They're just something to break up the roof line. Maybe a blue? Something different? Alright, we can pick that color. Then we need to make you that color. There we go. Walls? I don't know. We need to do something different with the walls, but anywho. I might do some more with this, maybe in some live streams or something. I'm not sure. If you want to see more videos, of course, let me know. But I think I'm going to give Space Engineers 2 a rest and need some more time in the oven. I'll just be tinkering with this, but I think this will conclude our little bit of a series. I really wanted to do a lot with rovers, but they're just not there yet. I guess I can end the video by showing off my little rover. Yeah, they're just not there yet. This guy is cute, but he's really hard to break. I need to get a gyro on it. Like I'm having to just tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap. I keep wanting to use spacebar. And I've got the front wheels, you know, their acceleration's turned way down. Maybe I just need to turn it down to 0. To avoid the... Nope. That didn't avoid the tip over problem at all, did it? So there you go. It still wants to tip over for whatever reason. But that pretty much sums up why I want to give it a rest. That's why right there. It needs some more time in the oven. I look forward to more releases though, and as this builds out, it'll be great in another couple 3 years once they've got it released and polished and more stuff in it. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll catch you in this next adventure. Take care.